Welcome back, guys. And so this is episode 2. We have 4 players, 2 returnees, and 2 new players. So starting off, we have our returnees, Doris and Benwin, hanging out here in the tavern, doing what only they can do. And the 2 new people fall through the portal.
Oh, what was that? Must be new arrivals.
Oh, somebody's calling.
Is that?
I heard please leave a message.
Yeah, leave a message in a tavern for us to know that you came.
Okay, so now how do you work this? Do we do our character here and then our OOC stuff in chat, or just both?
Either or is fine.
Because my question is, are we in the Star City map where it says portal?
Yes, we are.
All right. I have no clue. Where are we? I'm looking around. Does anything look familiar?
Oh, I
Probably taverns.
There's a tavern now. I'm sure that would be familiar.
I'm assuming we're outside the tavern. We're in the. We're outside the. Oh, I see us now. Okay. Oh, we're on the.
Yes, blue circle.
Where are we? You seen this place before? Look, there's a. Yeah. How in the world did we get here? There's a. Yeah. Well, let's go to town, I guess, and find out where we are. So we walk over to this building and back to the building. Well, I'm scared. I don't know where we are. Signs on. I'm looking and I don't see any signs. Do we see any signs along the way, or are there people out in the
Well, as you're
town?
looking around the town, you're noticing that these buildings are not built all that well. It looks like they were kind of kludged together in the last minute. You see new broken ground, buildings still going up, and the phone again. So,
Magical ringing sounds coming from the middle of nowhere.
I don't know why they call whenever I start a game, and I wish that there was a way to just mute the phone because I'm not going to answer it.
Yes,
At least
fair
our
enough.
dog.
Tell them, whoever is calling, that you are ruling the universe and you're busy.
Yes, I am indeed busy. Okay, so as you're wandering around the town, there's a few people around and moving around, but the town is largely empty, largely made of kludged together buildings of like straw and stuff like that.
Well, one of them's got to be a tavern. Let's go find a tavern. See if we can get any information.
You're
By the
hearing
way,
some
who are
singing,
you?
but from this building
Me?
over here, but it seems much tamer than any singing from a tavern you've ever heard before.
Okay.
Well, let's investigate. I'm Vash, the Dashing.
Oh, okay. I'm Unitsi.
Pleasure's mine.
So you want to? I'll follow you.
Yeah, that'll get you into danger.
Okay, then I'll go. All right, so I move in and to the front door.
As you walk into the tavern, you can see a bunch of people around drinking. There's, of course, the 2 other players in there. But you also Forstner's Vindomir, this giant, hulking, half-orc, half-troll of a character, and he greets you with this big, toothy smile and says, "Customers! New bloods, new coin! Would you care for some fine ale
Vindomir.
today?"
Would you stop being so loud?
Binwin waving the head and raising the voice. Hey, give them the round of drink on my account. Hey, newcomers, come here, drink with us.
That sounds like a plan to me. Greetings.
So, how it comes that you came and visit us? So what happened? Are you a new adventurer? Are you looking for luck? What is your, I don't know, whatever the word is? I forgot the English word. Sorry. Horrible.
I'm an explorer.
I'm trying to say
to
that,
explore.
like, I'm trying to say that what was leading them there. Yeah, sorry.
So I guess I'm coming over here as well, and like, greetings. I am Unitzy. I'm a cleric. I help people. So is anybody here in need of help? Because apparently my God thinks that I need to be here to help somebody. So is anybody in here in need of assistance, of help, of healing?
That's funny. No, we do not need healing here. It seems we are all in perfect health.
But I need somebody to
Unfortunately.
drink with me today.
Yes, maybe
That I
a
can
drink would
do.
be a drinking buddy would be the best help you could provide. I suppose.
Well, Vash has offered to do that with you.
All right. So what is your names, fellow adventurers?
I am Vash. I'm a lore seeker.
Oh, give me a second.
You're not answering the phone, I'm going to knock on your door.
If it's not one, it's the other.
Your pizza?
Vash, you have 8 proficiencies and 2 double proficiencies. We want to talk about that at some point.
Okay.
Because I've never seen someone with
Minutes
so many.
of
I'm not
super
saying it's
quick to
impossible.
help somebody on the floor. So just go ahead with me. I will be drinking or going with you anywhere. So 5 minutes and I'm back.
Right here.
So here's a good time to talk about your seats or whatever.
You guys will all see a green pin there in the Merchant's Lair, and if you open that up, you'll notice that there are 2 main sections of this tab. There's the posted adventure lore. This is things that previous adventurers have done, and might be interesting to revisit because they didn't quite finish it all. The second thing in there is the rumor wall, things that people have seen but haven't really completed. Do you guys see the green pin that you can click into there on the Merchant's Lair wall?
Yeah, it's going Portal, Scaremouth, Scimitar. Apparently
Okay.
there's a
That is the
pile.
green pin on the portal. To the building to the right, you should see a pin that says Merchant's Lair.
Merchant's Lair.
Merchant Slayer.
Yep.
Right, but there's a bunch of
Yes, it'd be the one we're in now.
True, there is some random loot left in a pile for poor people if anyone wants scale mail or scimitar. The reason why people don't take everything that's given is you do incur a gold value for each item you take and each magical item, especially in money you get, and that ends up making it harder if multiple people want the same thing. The person with the lowest GV gets it.
Well, my thing was I saw poor people, so I would, if there was somebody around, I would help them. Excuse me.
Oh, whoopsies. It's supposed to say pile for poor people, not pile of poor people. Sorry, that's a typo.
It may have.
Oh, I don't think there's a difference.
Someone can help them out.
Sorry about that typo.
Oh, look, a pile of poor people. There's a scale mail there. I'll just take that. Who cares if it's attached to another person?
It was very nice meeting everybody, but I have a question. Where are we? What's the name of this town? What's the name of this region?
Oh, I have no idea. West Marches, the town, it goes by many names. I haven't quite figured it out myself.
So did you come through the portal?
But I
as
believe
well?
this area... Yes, I did. Yes, I've been trying to figure out all this myself as well. I believe the land we are in is called Penolia. I'm not quite sure though. That's what I've heard people refer to it as.
Can I roll a history check to see if I...
Considering you were pulled through a magical portal from a different plane, you're not gonna know any specifics about what's going on in this plane.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Apparently, you touched the wrong thing.
No, I'm still saying Iltaker wanted me here for a reason. He doesn't just touch our plane. He is all encompassing. He is everywhere. So if I'm his servant. I'm his. If I'm here, I need to be here. So.
Sounds good. I need to be here because I don't know this place, and I need to figure it out.
A good lawkeeper motive. So you guys are here in that tavern, and you can read up what all is going on in the war, what all has happened, what all might be happening, and you could choose something new that sounds interesting, or you can just pick a random direction and start hanging out, and you'll bump into something.
Let's see. Asked, is there a church? I see a powerful mouse clerics. What the heck is that?
Yes, those are to the north. I don't think I am welcomed here. I did happen to attack one of them, but I feel as though they forgiven me. Yes, they cursed me with tininess, you see. That's
They
you
probably
could
deserved
probably
it.
notice. Oh yes, I very much did.
Did they attack you? Was it self-defense?
It was self-defense, I'm afraid.
Just nasty little burgers, huh?
Well, how would you react if someone came in and stole the sacred painting off the wall and then tried to kill you for it?
Depends on how sacred it was.
Whoa. Who said anything about stealing a painting? I just wanted to see what it did.
What did it do?
It may be larger. And I believe slightly stronger, but, you know, that didn't last long.
Well, I guess that's a good thing.
No, now I am tiny. This is much worse.
Since I'm not going to partake in the L right now, walking by, I saw that there was a chapel when we came in. I'm going to go up and check in with the church real quick, and I'll be back.
Okay. As you go up to the chapel, you notice that the chapel is run by
Dorag
Dorag
Rockfist.
a hill dwarf life cleric, who is part of the Weird Beard clan, aka the Bench Sniffles. And that is all of the information I have on him. So, one thing to know about this Starring Town is this Starring Town is essentially a place of advertising for different people that are working on the project to put in links to their Patreon accounts and stuff like that. So, like Lonnie's Forge has my Patreon link in there and some other information on that. And I have very, very little control over the Starting Town because it's essentially an advertising platform for all of the different people working on this.
Yeah, so see that Cindy is yet to add anything.
Yep.
So am I conversing with Dorog?
You may, but since
They-
I have no personality, I mean, people watching the video can see this. He has a blank character sheet. It says all of his stats are at 10, 0 health, 0 armor, and no attributes whatsoever. So it's going to be very bland conversation until the owner there actually bothers to give me enough details to go on.
So
I'm trying to remember who runs Dorog.
would be
I think Andy, Lauren, the founder of the Fantasy Grounds College, is in control of
Righto.
Life Chapel. So,
Okay.
well. I look for a donation box.
Okay.
Then and I donate 5 gold out of my and that takes me down to 10. So I give 5 to the church to help with healing, food, shelter, whatever the townsfolk need. So, and I will, if I'm back this way and I have more, I will donate more. And that's what I do. And I say it's from Illuminator, and then I come back to the inn with everybody.
Okay.
Well, I feel like we've sat around for long enough. Shall we head off?
Oh, see you back?
Let's go explore.
Now, since you've been here before, we don't want to go back over something where you've been. So we'll follow you.
Oh no, I hate being the leader. Why does this always happen to me? I'm always the most learned of the people. Why?
Is your name Doris?
Yes, this is Doris. And please don't call me she. I've had it happen so many times. I'm sick of it.
Sorry.
Just call me Dora. Just call me Dora. It's much easier.
Very good. And OC question, Ben, why do you have a clock on your face? Or is that just part of the picture?
He is away currently.
Yep.
He is
If you
away
right-click
currently,
on your
so-
picture, you can mark yourself as away, and that way people know that you're not there right now. And you
Okay,
can
gotcha. All right, gotcha. Okay. All right. Well,
He's just rocking back and forth slowly,
yeah, he's standing in the room.
listening to the music.
He said he was going to follow you guys once you decide where to go. So
So he can catch up.
Yep. Okay. So
Yeah, he'll keep up.
So, Dora, where would you like to go?
go back and keep
Well,
ask.
to be totally honest, there aren't very many places I haven't been. I'm sure there's a place to the northwest that I may not have searched yet.
well,
Perhaps
remember
we should go there.
This is 1 square on an 11 by 11 map. So, I mean, you have not been to the majority of the world.
Right, but I'd rather not go too far with such low-level beings. I don't want them to get too hurt.
Okay. So moving
Well-
guys all over to Region 6-5 map.
We have maps. We have mapologist or whatever it is that has maps, and we're looking at the maps on the table where we're drinking ale and stuff. Okay, so it looks like it's a mountain range to the northeast. So yeah, northwest seems to be the route to go. The northern forest.
Yes, I believe a different group has gone to the northern forest. It seems there are some strange fires like what's it's in that cave. Oh, in that forest, I suppose.
The Zalia.
Yes, Zalia. Sorry, he's not very good with names.
I don't mind. Whatever direction. That way. I'm easy.
Let's go. We'll play Boulder Dash.
I mean, if you guys are this indecisive, you can always roll a d8 with one being north and head off whatever direction it tells you. And you're off.
He's off and
Well,
running.
then,
Okay,
we
we're
go.
off.
I'm set on going to the northwest. I'm not sure about you folk though. I just fudged the journey to the barrier.
So you come to a glowing, shimmering
Let's
wall
just
like
search this
thing
area.
you can see through. Some nice grasslands going on here. Okay. And off here to the north, you see a goat happily grazing in the grass.
It's a nice feature for the town. Some nice tall grasses up there.
I think you mean it was there.
So we're going to go over there. We're going to go up.
And then over this way, you can see what seems to be a couple of griffins with riders.
Oh. That doesn't seem friendly.
Do
Do
griffins
they
eat
happen to be
nafels?
coming towards us?
They're mostly circling around high up in the air.
Also
Right,
depends.
Mhm.
I said we come closer and come over here and see what this is.
Right, the windmill. I'll follow you then.
So you're looking at the windmill, or you're looking at the goat that was eating in the tall
Is that
grasses?
what it is? A windmill? Oh, it is a windmill. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you notice there is indeed a windmill a little bit away from
What's him been in?
what?
Well, I'm moving Ben around with us till he gets back, so that's all. I'll just send him in. All right, Ben, sick him. What is it?
Aw, that's not very nice of you.
Okay, go ahead.
I thought you were a cleric.
She can heal him.
I'm sure she can.
It's called job security, I think.
Okay. So it is.
Oh my.
I already pinned this. It'd be easier to find. Yeah. Okay. So as you are looking at this windmill, it's about 15 feet tall. It's a pretty nice stone, and the stone looks like it's been brought down from the mountains. It's a good, strong stone, not like you found down here in the valley. The blades seem to be of woven plant-like things. It's a pretty nice windmill.
Yeah, but there's no farmlands. There's nothing around it that I can see. Why is there a windmill out in the middle of nowhere?
Is it windy enough that the blades are spinning?
The blades are indeed spinning, and you do see a footpath that goes off into the distance, kind of winding off like that.
And suddenly Binvin came back to his conscious and like, oh, where we are.
Oh,
I dragged you around.
howdy there. Oh, yes. She was quite forceful about it.
Where is my... Oh, it's a mill. Where is the tavern? Where is the L? Okay, never mind.
Oh, I believe you finished that ale quite some time ago. I believe shortly after you became somewhat preoccupied with other things.
Did I already sing you my winning song? My victory song?
Oh yes, very much so.
Oh no. I hope we're still friends.
Oh, I hold nothing against you.
Oh, that's okay.
You seemed quite jolly in the moment.
So do you think that this windmill's for like grain or something?
But I think we'd have to get a closer look for that.
Just to help you guys with perspective, this map is a scale of 10 more than that, so like the line just drew is 200 feet. So that windmill itself is a pretty good windmill to be showing up at that size on this map. So, good 15, 25 feet tall.
It definitely could be an asset for the village if they need to grind any kind of meal down to flour or something.
Or a good beer.
Perhaps. Industry grains into beer. To my knowledge.
We need to protect this meal from everyone.
Okay. So you
Right,
just decide to randomly slaughter everyone you find inside?
No, God, no. I'd rather see if we can find a peaceful resolution first. Then we slaughter them.
Is it actually a windy weather?
Well, you guys are waiting long enough that you see an e-shelb, relatively short, only 4'10" tall. For those not familiar with e-shelb, they're a snail folk. So this particular one has a big, hard shell around the back. He's in some pretty rugged, common clothes. His two arms come out of his snail about halfway down, and he has 3 fingers on each hand. So he comes on out and sees you and seems startled and starts slithering off down the trail.
Oh, it seems to have scared him. What shall we
Did the
do? Shall we,
snail man see us at all?
Yes, he did. Very much did, and now he's running.
Well, as
slithering.
fast as a snail can slither.
Yes, shall we catch up to him and,
Ask him what he's up to.
talk?
What's going on?
Yes, perhaps we should, fix this misunderstanding he may have.
All
Does
right,
he
let's
look
try to
like a
rush up
thief
and
or
talk to
something?
him.
Yes, I believe we'll try to catch up with him.
As you're catching up with
Oh,
him, 2 tigers jump out and start maiming that goat. And the guy himself,
poor goat. Oh no.
the guy himself is pretty close to the goat when this ambush happens.
I think we need to help those goats
150
and that
feet.
guy.
So there is a goat, and who else?
There is a goat, there are 2 tigers, and then there's this snail dude from the sea. Is the snail dude from the windmill?
Yeah, who is the snare? Like, what are they evil or it's like
Oh,
peaceful
his shields
race?
are quite nice. His shields are quite nice, actually. Kalani seems pretty nice. So I don't think
I
he'll.
love tigers. They're cool.
So as you guys stand and watch, the goat gets
Right, I'm not watching.
killed.
I'm getting ready. No, I was just about to say I want to fire a fireball at that tiger. I was
Oh my
checking
gosh.
distance.
They
Oh
start
my
Everything.
licking
Oh,
their lips. And
God.
they're creeping forward, and this guy is not too happy about that.
Okay.
Right, I fire a firebolt immediately.
Okay, begin combat. So everyone can roll initiative.
Yeah, because I
Yes,
said
night
tiger
again.
attacking the goat. I'm gonna
Even.
tiger, but I had my mic all off. Okay, initiative.
Right, are we still using the 10 scale map?
We are now considering this to be a regular combat map. So actually,
Right.
you're right. You guys were a little bit further away then.
We're bad at that.
And now we're ignoring things like this. This is all happening in a. So in this small area here is where all of this is happening. We're just blowing it up so it's easier to figure out what's going on.
The die. See the die?
Of course.
I'll drag it down. There you go.
And I need to roll initiative. Edgar.
Initiative's rolled.
Everyone but him. So he is not very fast. Doris, you're up first.
A moment while I figure out stuff. Just gotta rearrange my screen a bit. Now I can see. Right. Yeah, but Warlock. Please don't call me a wizard. I don't like being grouped in with those people. Especially after the last bunch I found.
Yeah, wizard sucks.
Oh, I never said that.
Wow.
There we are, one.
Well, hopefully your fire upsets those tigers.
Yeah, upset. They will be very sad and angry. And I'm so happy that I'm not the first in the line.
Oh my, I just can't seem to hit Tiger 2, can I? All I could do.
What happened with your magic, Warlock? Cheer your gods up.
I'm not. I'm
Praise
sorry.
them.
It's not like me to. I'm sorry. I'm used to missing a lot. The closer the target, the more I miss.
Remind me never buy you a drink. You can just handle it.
Not that I'd ever accept a drink.
Ah, did you? Okay, I don't know. I was drunk.
No, you weren't.
Or no, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm looking at 35, so I gotta move up.
Withdrawals, it's like from alcohol or what?
Oh God.
Initsi?
Yes. I am doing Sacred Flame. I'm just looking, he's at 60 feet. So if he's wounded, okay, Sacred Flame is 60. I'm changing targets. I'm taking him off and going him since he's wounded. And going to cast Secret Flame. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I forgot how to, Marty, help me.
You have targeted
Yes,
correctly.
if you
See,
right, you have targeted him now. Yes, if you keep forgetting to do that, I'd suggest just dragging the dice over your opponent. It works well.
So to Sacred Flame, you forced to click the save button. So in your player character sheet, you go down to actions.
yeah, usually on yours, it was, the attack was right there, and I don't know why it's not. Okay.
Okay. Awesome. The tiger
Hooray,
failed.
a
So 4
failure.
damage. So click the damage.
Damage.
And you roll 1. But that's okay. At least it was 1 damage.
It's still a damage.
Yep.
Yes, it's still damage.
Dashay, you're up.
We don't judge in this party.
We'll move up.
All right,
There
I
we
will
go.
move up beside the rest of them, and I am going to use Vicious Mockery and String of Insults at Tiger 7.
Okay.
So he was-
Does Vicious Mockery work on creatures that do not know any languages?
Yes, I was
Did
about
not
to say that.
he can like roar or something.
Yeah, I'm roaring and making animal noises at it.
Okay. Though it
He's
need
trying-
not understand you.
Yes, chicken
That
noises, I'm sure.
And it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on his attack roll.
Yeah, it will be upset.
Yes.
Tiger with,
So,
with
what
low
types of
self-esteem.
things?
I like being called a little cat.
Yeah, like frustrated tiger.
Making that action. And that's where the behind each one is what you.
You made me press it again.
Yeah, usually on before it was on group, and on the display, if you have actions, then everything's all right there. So I'm happy now.
I did 1 damage too.
Yay!
Hooray!
And you, so Tiger 7 has disadvantage on his attack, I believe. Use that.
Yeah, it might help us.
It's a start.
Are you done with your turn?
So Tiger 2 comes up and moves straight for escargot here.
No.
As soon as the tiger comes up, you see the snail uses reaction to pull up into his shell. And the tiger targets and bites.
Alexa, stop.
It's the name of the tiger, Alexa.
I had her set the reminder for the game to start, and then Marty said, "You know, you've got it set for an hour past when we're already be playing. I have to cancel her out."
That hits.
That's the Alexa.
Does some damage, although it is partially resisted now. And disadvantage on attack with this tiger, I believe, for 1 round.
Correct.
So this tiger moves up, disadvantage on attack, and takes a bite out of the shell, And that also hits.
Ow.
Okay. That should not have... Oh, I forgot to target. So that is partially resistant. Heavy damage on escargot.
Why do you keep calling him Escargot? His name's Edgar.
It is indeed.
It will be. It will not actually matter if he will be dead. So
Edcargot.
does he wearing any armor?
He is not.
I'm
he
I'm
is male.
casting
We
magic
get all
armor
slimy.
on him.
Okay.
And I'm shouting at him, "Go for their eyes! Go for their eyes!" And I'm done.
Okay. Edgar, staying inside of his nice safe shell, he has a few things stashed in there.
Nice safe shell. He almost dead.
He may
doesn't.
be, but he's inside of his shell, so he's going to uncork one of the healing potions he keeps stacked there for this type of an eventuality, and bottoms up from inside his nice shell. So that's 2d4 plus 2. So he heals up 7.
Nice.
Doris.
Right, I've had a good idea.
Run.
And if I'm muted, I am not. Right. I will cast command on both of these tigers, and hopefully it works.
And so what is your one-word command here?
Flee.
It doesn't matter.
They
You
don't
like
hear
it?
me. Oh, one got a 19. Well, 18, I guess. I
An
say
11
flee.
succeeds.
Yes, they both succeed. They are unaffected.
They can understand our language, probably. That's why.
No, they cannot. I say flee. They start in a tiger-like. They can't speak English, but they can sure laugh. Oh, why did I think that would work?
Alrighty. Well, he's back, so I'm gonna go Door and Bash. So I've got
You should
that.
probably unthing Edgar.
I already got him.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing it on Bash.
I can do 3. I can do it. So I'm
Right.
doing it on Bash, you, and Edgar, and I'm casting Bless.
Hooray!
Alright. And that's my action.
Oh, I feel blessed.
That's it.
I was always told never to poke a tiger.
I thought it's never catch a tiger by the tail.
Let's be adventurous and find out. Let's conduct an experiment.
Remember that saying, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the tail? I never did get that one.
I thought it was by the toe. I thought it was by the toe.
Oh. Okay. So this tiger really likes to taste the smell, so he's going to take another bite. Miss.
Thanks for the mage armor.
Yes, indeed.
Perhaps.
Leave!
That
Oh,
one is going to hit.
Does not help.
Yep.
write a will and put the meal on my name. Oh, I wish I can speak better
Oh,
English.
why did I roll bite twice? No, I was supposed to roll damage after the first hit.
No. You see, you missed.
And the second one, which wasn't even supposed to be rolled. Yes. So that was a mistake that I even rolled the second one when I wasn't supposed to.
Right.
Is it?
Oh, he'll
DM's having
provoke attack.
technical difficulties here. And that 8 should have only done half damage instead of 4 damage. His withdrawal was removed. He's still in his shell, so it should have done half damage. So that means he gets 4 back. Okay. There we go.
Right, he's only wounded. Good.
All right, time for real magic, and I'm shouting it loud, especially like in the warlock's direction. All right, I'm gonna cast the scorching ray of fire. 3 rays.
Scorching ray.
Yeah. Look at me, boy,
I like.
son, and I will teach you.
I'm sorry.
I think
will
it may
teach
just
you.
be that tiger.
That was some amazing magic.
Oh no.
I applaud.
Yeah.
DM, please don't.
Don't worry, guys. I just was tasting your loyalty now. I still have.
That was an automatic miss, please.
That is an
Please, I
automatic
know
miss.
I'm in the path, but don't hit me.
Okay, so then when you
Anyway.
aimed at the tiger,
I could too. The one that's directly between, that has me directly between them.
yeah, but you're short.
So, but it
I
was
mean,
an automatic
you're
miss.
tiny
Tiger
right
is
now. You're
big.
what?
Perhaps.
6 inches tall, a foot?
Yes, somewhere there.
So yeah, I'd say he shot over your head and just kind of hit the grass. And if you remember in this area, all of the grass here is already burnt down. Just stubble beginning to come forward. Some of it's tall grasses, but yeah. Not
For
much
a holy
stubble.
curse.
Okay.
Yes, the area is already burned. So,
Oh, and I'm looking like it was my intention. That was my plan.
That's your plan. Yeah, to shoot the ground.
To-
okay.
Because you never know who can appear from the Underdark.
Using magic.
It was protection for a draw, and the second roll was better, so I will roll damage.
I've heard that tigers are scared of flashing lights and explosions.
Yeah. Bum.
Ooh, some nice damage there. So you get to shoot Scorching Ray twice.
Yeah, 3 times, and it's the
Nice.
spell cast 3.
You're
3
right.
times.
Yep.
Bum.
For
And the
still-
second, yeah. Bum.
That was good going.
Nice.
And I'm like, like people when they perform something, I'm bound down and like, hey, wizard magic. And I'm stepping back a little bit, like in case.
Okay. And Edgar is gonna stay in his shell.
I would too.
He takes
That sounds like a
damage
path
in
to
his
him.
shell. He does not want to come out. Doris?
Oh, I will
Show me
both
your love.
at it.
Show me how much you can.
You guys at this point do
Yeah,
hear Wizard's
hopefully this
whimpering
one
coming from the
hits.
shell.
Here we go.
Nice!
Very nice.
You see, I provoke magic. My spells say awakening secret power. In people.
Yes, feel the pain of burning.
So the tiger is singed and burned all over in fanciness. You can even see places where its fur has been burnt off.
What's the smell?
Oh, burning fur.
Oh,
Anyone else smell barbecue?
what a wonderful smell. Ah.
Binwin applauding, saying, "That's my boy. That's my boy."
Okay, I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yet.
So you need.
What is
How do you want
that?
to do this?
What is that? Oh,
That's
guiding
my
bolt.
guiding bolt.
Oh, a Tiger 7. You aimed at. Never mind. Okay.
So it guided Tiger to a death, to a hell, like the road
It's a
to
heavy
hell.
damage. Yeah.
Then what I'm going to do is do a bonus action and do my spiritual on him, and I hit, and my damage to him is 3. Okay, and
Is
that's
the
my,
boss still alive?
Now that was some magic.
so that was
All right, Tiger 7.
All right, Tiger
Just to
7.
catch this tiger by the tail.
Oh, well done.
Cool. So that tiger is covered
Now
with a
that is how you
mystical
hit a
shimmering
tiger.
light. Awesome. Okay.
Tiger
So
2 is dead.
how did that rapier stab go?
It was a thrust.
Thrust.
Thrust
So
into
was it
where?
anything in particular?
It is my rapier. It's a thrust.
Okay.
Into where? It's the question, isn't it?
Tail. He was facing
it's,
Fair enough.
tiger
So
by
it's
the
this
tail.
dramatic scene where he pull back the blade and plunge it deep into the roasted tiger's heart and pull back, sniffing
Tail.
your blade, and you're like, barbecued tiger. And there's just a smile over your face. Okay.
We have shish kebab.
Oh my.
we shall eat tonight.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say.
So this tiger is
Tiger bomb?
licking its lips and looking straight at Edgar. Snatches, and yet even though he's in the shell, he somehow manages to get out of the way. Just can't quite find a place to chew in that shell. Benwin?
Yes, hits the edge and starts rolling away.
Crunchy on the
Well,
outside.
let's see what we can do there. I think I can just cast Firebolt, I think. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good with fire today. So... You see how the... Never mind. Oh, I hit!
Hooray.
Okay, sorry. I was
At
thinking...
least you said fireball.
Whoa!
You said fireball.
Magic!
Some nice damage.
Oh,
Not
how
quite
wonderful.
enough.
And I'm coming closer to the guys, that just in case.
Let's see, you hear some whimpering sounds coming from the shell. Not again! Not again!
Get
How
out
long
and
will the
finish
god
the tiger!
take? Dos?
Well, I will be roasting these ones myself.
That's a miss.
Why? Why do you elude me, Tiger?
Unitsi?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm zoning here. I'm 7. I'm going to bring out my crossbow.
Be careful, there's a gnome between you.
It'll be fine.
A 6 foot
Thanks,
to one.
Dad. Jinx me, will
A
I?
6 inch to 1 foot gnome.
Oh, jinx me. Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
I
the
tried
good
to
news
warn
is
you.
missed the tiny gnome. The bad news is you hit the snail.
He's in the shell. Oh, she hit it. Wow. Okay, never
Yep,
mind.
yep. So you hit the shell. So let's roll some damage.
Shout, like,
Crossbow damage.
pretend that you intended that.
Oh, okay. You want me to target Edgar so to do the damage on him? Or
Yeah,
no?
Or you could just roll the damage out and I'll do it.
You sort of, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't
Oh,
get to do the damage to the Taggle.
Why are you killing him?
You do get to do 2 damage to
But
Eggball.
the other thing I still have up is my spiritual weapon, so I'm going to.
Actually, I believe it's 1 damage because he's currently withdrawed.
He is
It wa-
indeed. And you see
it
that
wa-
it did damage 1.
Righto.
It
Oh.
was
Alright.
a motivational kick. I don't know how to call it. Like, get out of your shell and fight as a man.
And then here's my.
Okay. So how does that attack go? Describe it a little.
The spiritual weapon is a bonus action. I can attack anything up to 6 feet, and it stays there until.
No, I think he
This is the
means
dramatic
like what
killing
happened.
shot. So what
Dramatic
we're doing
killing
with this, I
shot.
can flesh it out.
You see that there's a. It's my god. It's a hammer, and it's floating around the tiger, and it just clobbered him. It just hit him, and so you got this
Just
weapon.
drops.
It was on the other one, but then this weapon moved to the other one.
I see.
And
So forced, he shot the crossbow, and the shot distracts it, and you see this little bit, and the tiger sees this little opening that it might be able to get its teeth into, and so it looks closer. As it's looking closer, this hammer comes out of nowhere behind its back and boom, down on top of the head, killing the
That's
tiger.
Well
Oh,
done.
that was quite a good display. Oh, if you would excuse me for a moment.
Well, I think we're out of initiative, right?
We are out of initiative.
All right.
okay, then I go up here. May I tend to your wounds?
What? What's happening? You're
The
not
tigers
one
have
of
been
the
slain.
empty-
You can come out now.
He comes out just like a few inches, and you're not one of the gods. Who are you?
I'm a cleric. I'm a healer of Ilmater. I'm here to help and to. So, are you wounded? Can I help you? And
Yeah, you can help me. Help me make it into town safely. There's some grain I just got done grinding. You can help me bring that.
okay. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll my medicine. I can
What?
roll my medicine here. And then I'm using one of my heal kits on them for, bear with me, let me go to my inventory. It's a D6, right, Marty?
What?
For my heal kit.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. And so I heal them for 6 points of damage because I do get a plus, but I don't think at level 3.
Heals him. Why, that's much better. I can probably carry the grain now. So he starts slithering on back towards the tower.
So, what was about the meal? Why we came there?
We just happened to find it.
Oh, cool.
Yes, wandering has its plus.
Watch. No, Bjorn.
Whoa, I hear some tigers. They're alive. There is more of them. Let's search for them.
Hellhound. You must have come from the shield.
Oh, I mean, any other portal going down into the deep underworld. I mean, it's not like there's another one only 150 feet away from you. Anyway.
So he asked us to help him to go back to town somewhere.
Yes, I'd assume it's along this path. It seems like it would be
Definitely.
townly.
You can escort them.
Yeah, let's check.
Yes. Yes, escort missions are always the best.
Indeed.
So he's coming back out, and he has a giant basket on his shell. It seems to be filled up with flour all the way.
You are quite the noble worker.
We must make sure that food makes it all the way to the hungry mouths. Too many people are hungry.
Of course, we will assist you as we can.
Excellent.
What do you eat?
then. There's another
We have
couple
some tiger.
baskets in there. Maybe you could manage carrying them yourselves.
Do you have? Does anybody have the skilling to skin it, to cut it, to take meat back? I don't.
I can burn. I can.
I can burn it.
I'm sorry. Are we
I
trying
can
to
magic
kill this
kill it.
field now? I thought we were helping him.
I can cast magic armor on a meat and it will not be roasted.
Please don't hurt our friend.
I can.
Does anyone actually grab any of the grain?
I can
Are we
try.
leaving it all to him?
I'm not the strongest man, so I can try to do something.
Yes, I don't have any room left.
Can I cut the tail from the tiger
If
You
you
may.
with
want.
my knife?
Make a nice cloak.
No, I want to cut the tail, and I can. I want to prove that you can. You know.
Catch a tiger.
Yeah, I forgot the phrase. I'm sorry. English is not my original language, so I'm just trying to remember that phrase, idiom, right? So
Yes, an idiom.
yeah, so I can't remember the words, but I want to prove that it's possible. So
Yes, catch a tiger by its tail.
So can I put it in my inventory? Tiger tail.
Yep, you notice it's already there.
Oh, cool. Okay, we have a cool story to tell in tavern.
So as you guys get in here, you notice a small little hamlet of huts and whatnot.
Oh, this is quite a lovely place.
It's nice.
It's a humble little place. It's not the largest, but it
Great.
does us nicely.
Yes, give it a moment.
It's loading. Please wait.
Oh, is it a chest? No, it's not a chest, right?
Is what a chest?
This one thing next to me.
No,
it's
that is
not
a
a
hut. This is a hut. It is quite a lot larger than you. Don't try and loot it. You don't know
Yeah.
if anyone's inside.
Remind me, do not use any fire spells in case.
Grass huts.
Are you sure you're the one needing
fields,
reminding?
file. Just let me know when the maps are loaded for you guys.
Of course, we will let you know.
So is it a place where we're supposed to like lead him?
Were you supposed to eat him? Who are you eating?
I mean, like where he wants to go. Like it's not a city, right? Where he wants to go.
Well, yeah, this was not an escort mission. This was, you were just getting him safe from outskirts of town to town. This wasn't meant to be an epic quest.
Yes, this was not the quest that I signed up for. Hey,
And
look, the
if you guys
battle.
want an epic escort quest, I can give you one. It's the tavern has several interesting things going on that could lead into said quest.
No, I think we're fine. We're a bit far from the tavern currently, and I'd rather not walk.
Well, there's a couple of taverns here in this small village. So like there's a tavern
What?
there on the south end of town. There's another tavern right there on the other end of the river.
Cool.
There's tons of green things now. So congratulations, guys! You have found
Hooray.
your third settlement. So there was the Eshelb City. There was all right, and you guys get XP for that. So in the Eshelb City,
Right.
you guys already found. There was the Lizard Folk Village, and now there's this farming.
Which
camp.
is currently in a war with us.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of your fault. Let's go
Hey,
teach them a lesson by shooting random
didn't attack
arrows.
them. I didn't attack them. I wasn't even in that party.
Well, not your fault, but yeah, that's the player's fault. I mean, anyway.
But anyway, we can.
Wipe them out.
Technically, you guys can
Like
just
it's
choose to
fine.
randomly
War.
attack the village and see how it goes for you.
Why would we attack the village?
I wouldn't
Did-
recommend it, but technically
Oh,
you
it's
can.
a farmer, a tavern owner, a barmaid. Okay, there is a criminal there, but I mean, and a student of magic. Why would we burn this little hop?
Not
Oh.
this one. No, not this one. The
Oh.
one which is with lizard folk people, because we have like war against them or something.
I think he's
Lizard
referring to
people
the
have
other
been-
city.
Please attack them.
Oh, okay. Well,
There's another city off to
But
the
anyway,
south.
there's like 2 criminals there.
how?
Also, seeing as these are randomly generated, I'm surprised they both have the name hippopotamus in them.
Hippopotamus is Leo, and
And the
Yeah,
hippopotamus is Den.
it has
awesome.
a lot more names than that.
Yes, I'm sure.
Wow. Okay.
I just found it interesting that they both have a similar naming sense.
Yep, that's just random luck for you. So yeah, at this point, this is a village that you can expand, and essentially all of these different buildings that you walk up to have interesting things going on too. Like this one over here, you notice that, yes, it has a roof, but it also has a wide courtyard filled with griffins that are coming and going as the riders do.
Oh, how fancy.
I know. It's a small farming hamlet that has a griffin stable.
We saw griffins.
Yeah, we saw griffins flying over here from this area, so I guess that's their mode of
Oh,
transport.
perhaps they came from here.
I just wonder how these people ended up having the griffin stable, because the griffins are outrageous. They cost a lot of money.
Yeah, they probably found them or stole them. I mean, there are criminals here.
They might have caught him.
Or they're out of towners.
So you can explore this city or you can keep on going. That's really up to you guys.
Do we need to rest to recover?
Well, you guys
But that's-
are you've walked less than a mile, you've had one fight. It's probably taken you guys all of, I don't know, 4 hours since you left. So, I mean, you can long rest. Do you need to? Probably not.
No, not really.
Well,
Unless
I,
you
Just be
need to lick your
I
wounds.
have no spells left, so. I mean,
Well, in that respect, yes. as far as time that's passed, do you really need to? That's up to you. But
Maybe they're just really unathletic.
Does he wish us to hand this grain out to anybody in particular?
all right, he just slithers right along to the bigger of the two taverns. Brought in your flour. Should last you another week or two. And he drops off the flour, and away he slithers, vanishing back towards the stables.
Well, I'd like to have a look in this tavern here. Perhaps we could find some kind gentlemen to speak with.
Yes, sounds like a plan.
Cool.
I hope they have a good ale inside.
So the tavern owner, of course, greets you.
Is it a snail ale?
Oh no, that's the truth.
Oh, this is strange. A group of women wearing all black uniforms forming a circle around the building.
Oh, yes, yes. There is that going on, isn't there?
Yes, I checked the description. Yes, there is. I had to check the description.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, you can interact with them and, of course, find out what all is going on, if you wish. Or you can speak with Abba,
what?
who's, he's 6'2", pretty stocky, very stocky man at, 260 pounds. He's, there's something that seems a little bit odd about him as well.
I like. Is there only like woman outside?
All
By
the
the looks of
people
it.
in robes seem to be women.
Are they gathering the
Oh,
grain?
what's going on here?
Are you speaking with one of them?
I wanna come to one of
yes,
them
I-
and like tap for the shoulder, like, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? I wanna join. What's going on?
We have come to get rid of Abum. That bum has no place in our town.
Exactly, you're so right. Who is that?
Abum! Abum has no place in our town. He's a bum!
Yeah. So
Oh my, you have a way with words.
He does have a nice tongue for that.
Can I help if his
Oh,
parents
yeah, that
gave him a
guy's
very
sucked, doesn't he?
descriptive name?
What?
A bum? I don't think it's very nice of you to call him that.
His name is Abum. A-B-U-M. And he is a bum. He deserves to be driven out.
What has he done? I don't think he's being very, distracting to you folks.
What did he do to you?
He exists. We don't want his kind in our village. And
Oh, that is very non-progressive
the
of you.
lady that you're speaking
what?
with has the classic ridges going across her face that says that she's half orc and she has these pointed ears and it says that she's half elf. And so you're looking at this half-breed of two races that really hate each other. And you're just shocked that she is saying that this other race, that this, and you haven't met him yet, so you don't know what race he is, but you're shocked that she's saying that his like have no place here, let alone that she's been able to gather together so many women to try and drive him out of town.
Well, I don't have any opinion of this, a bum. Perhaps we should, know the fellow before we go ousting him.
Let's go in and get his side of the story.
Yes, I'll leave you lovely ladies out here to, protest some more.
Okay, so as you walk in, you see a gentleman greet you. He's a bit frayed in hair, and he's an interesting sort of folk. As you look at him, you see all the key characteristics of a tiefling. And he greets you, welcome patrons, welcome to my establishment. The food may not be elegant, but it is filling. What can I do you for today?
You seem to have a problem with some of the women outside. Do you
Yes.
happen to know what that's all about?
They don't seem to like tieflings. Ever since a tiefling came through here and caused a lot of problems, they've been trying to drive me out of town. I didn't even know the fella.
Oh, I assume not.
Just because most of my race is despicable doesn't mean we are. I mean, to judge a book by its cover,
Yes, I would agree.
it's just absurd.
So what do you think you can do to bond, to build a bridge between you and them? Well, I don't think it's them. I think it's her. She's the one that's got the posse together to encircle the camp here.
Well, my
So what does she
strategy
want?
so far has just been to solve good ale for fair prices. And I mean, as you can see, my grain still makes it through. And they may be all mad, but at least they haven't burnt down my hut yet.
Yet.
Yes, I suppose that is a good thing. Perhaps we can speak with the lovely ladies about perhaps giving you a softer time.
I'd be most appreciative of such things. Not sure how you
Okay.
persuade old women bound in their ways.
I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Bash, I nominate you. You're the dashing. Go out and dash them. Go out and talk to her.
She wants the bum out. A bum is someone who doesn't.
And she wants a bum out.
Well,
so if we just got to find out what a bum is doing.
Well, he said he's not doing
nothing.
Making ale.
Well, a bum does nothing, and if he's doing nothing, then that means he is a bum.
I'm afraid he is selling ale. He has quite a nice establishment here. I don't think he deserves to be pushed out of town.
Is the
ale
from what I can tell, it is.
Door, you need to test his ale, make sure it's good. Are you adverse to us trying your ale so we can tell her, no, you have a very nice, this would be beneficial to the town?
I believe in my ale. Here, have a cup on the tavern. And so he hands you a cup of ale.
Who should try it?
You are dwarves. Seems to be the connoisseur of the fine wines around here.
All right, Dora, you want it?
Bedwin, could you perhaps help us with this one?
I can have it. I'll drink it.
All right.
I'll sample the ale.
And as you sample this ale and drink it, it's full-bodied, it's sweet, it's tangy. There's so many flavors going on. It's one of the best ales you have ever tasted.
This ale is fantastic.
It's brewed with care and love. And it's a bit pricey to get the good ingredients, but it is worth it. Normally, I charge my tavern comers a silver apiece. I know it's expensive for an ale, but the quality, I have to charge that much for the ingredients. You understand me?
Oh yes, I understand. This is fantastic ale and it's well worth a silver.
Has this woman outside who wants to boot you ever tasted your ale?
Huh. She believes it's poison. She hasn't drunk my ale or anyone's ale since about 4 years back when that other tiefling came to town.
Oh, well, I'll have a chat with her and see if we can work something out between you two. Perhaps I may be able to get her on your side.
Have her taste some of the ale. We'll sample it in front of her so she knows it's not poison.
Yes.
and have a taste.
Yes.
Does it sound like a plan?
Yes.
Or
Right. As I'm leaving this place, do I see the hooded figure?
She is still circling with her posse, telling everyone how evil the tavern owner is. Even though, from the
Okay.
look and the expression on everyone's faces, they've heard the whole argument about 50,000 times, or at least it seems like that.
Yes, a bum needs to go. He is a bum. Okay. I think I get the gist of of her argument.
the bomb ale is very good.
You die like
Hello.
dogs!
Hello, ladies. I've had a chat with the tavern keep, and he seems like quite an upstanding gentleman. I don't see why you have such a problem with him.
Can't you
Tiefling, but he
tell he's
doesn't
just
want to
trying to
hurt.
win your trust, and then he'll poison you like everyone else?
With what? His fine ale?
There's some here if you'd like to try some. I'll take another sip and offer it to you.
That's how everyone was poisoned last time. We can't allow that again.
Oh, she doesn't
I
look
don't
like
think
she's
she wants to
drinking.
try.
Okay. That I come out as female to female.
Okay.
I'm hearing nothing but praises about this Tiefling. And should we judge your friends here?
By their reputation, of course. Judge them by what I
Or
say
she needs to be
about them.
ousted.
That seems fair, don't you think? I know this town so well. I can tell you who's good and who's bad, just like that.
Oh, and what of us? What do you think of us?
Well,
You said you have a good eye for good and evil, so what are we?
you sided with the fine farmer against those tigers. The Griffin Riders just brought back the report.
So you would assume us good?
I would assume that you're good.
Yes.
I know
Well,
I'm good.
we went into that inn, we had a nice conversation, and we left without a scratch. I would consider that a good thing for the tiefling in there.
It's a good thing for the town. It's some really good ale.
Is that a persuasion?
And he's the if you talk to Edgar, who's getting the grain, he's providing a service and paying. He's helping employ the townsfolk here by getting the grain that he's needing. I mean, he's not. If he's a bum, he would not be hiring people to work for him to bring him the spices he needs to make this wonderful ale. And you really should taste it. Just you don't have to gulp it. Just smell it. Take a small sip, and trust us. Please trust me.
But that's how
Please.
the other tiefling killed off half the town. Surely you're not falling for his lies.
Well, it's been a few minutes since young Vash here drank the ale, and he seems to be fine.
One better than fine.
Besides, we have a cleric here. Perhaps she can help you when all this is over.
Yes, yes, I am a cleric of Ilmater. If you drink it, if you go, I can heal you, but it will not happen. I do not see that happening.
She crosses her arms and looks at you. If you've drunk it, then it's...
No, I have not. He has.
I have.
And I point to Vash.
And it's quite good.
Poor Vash. Poor Vash. The
How long
death is
did
a
it
slow, lingering one.
What do you mean?
I mean that when this fella, I think it was 5 years ago, he came to town and he sold ale. Everyone thought it was the best ale they'd ever drunk. And then that night, they had terrible pains. We went from body to body trying to help them, and apparently so did he, taking all of their precious belongings. We found the bodies all looted and dead by morning. We lost half the town that day.
Sounds like a terrible, terrible thing.
Can't you see? He's just a tiefling. He's doing the same thing.
Well, then I ask you this. How long has this tiefling been here? More than a day? I'd assume so.
Well, 6 months. But as you can see by us, he hasn't convinced everyone to drink. He won't actually start
But how
using
many-
whatever the poison is until he has most of the town drinking from him.
Has anybody died in your town that has drank from his tavern?
Oh, not the same type of death, but it's only a matter of time.
Well, everybody died.
What do you mean, not the same time?
Well, everybody dies.
And to die with this good wine is a good death. This is very tasty wine. My stomach is doing somersaults.
Is that a persuasion check?
I have a good persuasion.
With that, she's like, well, maybe I should take a sip.
I offer her the cup.
She takes the cup and takes a sip. And as she's drinking and like, this is phenomenal ale. I wonder if this is what they thought before they died.
I will stay with you. How long did it take for after a person drank 4 or 5 years ago when they drank the ale? How long that night you said everybody died that was dead by the next morning? I will stay by your side for this evening to make sure that nothing happens to you.
Okay.
And then
You can't beat that. Free clerical services for the evening
Oh, yes.
and some good wine.
Do
good
stay
ale?
close. I've only had a sip, and that's all I would drink.
Of course.
And so Abram ends up coming out with a giant keg of ale. It's like, the ladies are drinking! Tip and drink some more! 3 drinks around! The town is united! Let us celebrate!
Possibly not. You're a little early on your celebrations.
Little eager.
I'm a.
Come see, fine
Striking me
lad!
as odd.
And he's going to try and persuade you here. So persuasion check, and you guys all get wisdom saves. Oh. Okay, and I should do this open. So you guys all see. Okay, so he's persuading you guys and Come all! We should drink and be merry. Let us stand united. And he only has a +2 modifier there, so you guys both save. Come!
I'm going to pass on that. I'm afraid I'm not one to drink.
Well, you are missing out. Truly missing out. Unitzy, you just barely save. Save by 1. Cool. So, yep, you guys all end up saving, so you don't have to drink. But he ends up getting quite a few of the town excited now that these hooded, cloaked ladies have been drinking.
I'm going to stand at the door and make sure that nothing bad happens. Oh my, what is happening with my mouse?
Okay. So you guys are just watching. So,
we go back to her house or her inn or whatever, and
Yes, Unitzi, I believe you and Vash should head off with the nice lady, just in case anything bad happens to either of you.
the whole house is right there nearby.
All right.
Yes, sure, you may come over to my house.
We will stay with you to ensure that nothing bad happens to you.
Why, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. The way he's reacting makes me most nervous.
Nervous as well. So I'm going to stay here and make sure nothing happens to the nice patrons here.
So,
Please, try to have a
Alright.
nice night.
Let us know if anything is amiss. Bless you.
I believe that was my brother. Yes, he's slightly sick.
okay. And so, as you guys wait, nothing seems to happen for a few hours. Once it gets to the middle of the night,
I want to use my magic sight while I'm in here,
okay. So
just to
that's
check for
your Eldritch Sight, I
anything
believe?
magical. Yes, I have a thing for it. It's pretty much just detect magic.
Okay. Detect magic in a 30-foot radius. And on the map that we're in, that is a true 30-foot. Okay.
30.
So essentially
Yeah,
the
yeah.
entire tavern.
Cool.
It's not that big of a tavern. You're all really crowded in now. Okay. But yes.
Do I notice anything magical?
You notice that in the back storeroom there does seem to be some sort of magic. But you're not exactly familiar with what it is. It seems familiar.
Yes, well, it's from a
very
distance, so
similar
I'm...
to some of the things that your master would use when he was sending people from place to place.
Oh. That is concerning. I'm going to walk up to the bar and say, Bum, I've changed my mind. Could I please get a goblet of that ale?
Yes!
My-
Join us in the celebration!
Yes, thank you.
So
Would
that's
that be one silver then?
So he's... Oh, well, he gave it to you for free, but there's a persuasion check there. He rolled a 7 plus 2, so a 9.
Do I roll wisdom against him then?
Wisdom against him.
Right, I'm not buying for the purpose of drinking.
I figured as much. Okay. And you
Oh
rolled
god,
9,
that
so you
doesn't seem...
save.
Oh god.
Barely.
Oh, just...
Yep. At least I think it's high save.
I'm
we'll
so
go with
tempted
it for now.
Yes, I'll assume a tie saves. Just, I'm on the wall about drinking, but I get the better of myself in quick question about this ale. Would it be considered alchemical?
It would be considered a chemical.
Right, then I will use my my artificer's lore to see if I can anything about this ale.
Okay.
From smell only.
From smell only.
Nope.
Artificer's law. I need to read.
Oh my!
Oh!
It allows me to get. Yes, I know. I accidentally rolled that in the chat as well. And it just so happened to be a 20. Oh, I know way too much about this.
Price your proficiency. Nice. Okay, so as you're smelling this, it smells. Yes, there's the ale there, made from some sort of hops, but you smell a very faint, lingering in the background. Oh no, that's deathroot.
Oh no!
Deathroot is a very powerful poison. That it's a slow-acting poison. It doesn't even begin to take effect until 12 hours after you've drunk it. But once it begins to take effect, you start taking 1d6 poison damage every couple minutes.
Oh my! Oh, what have I done? Everyone in here, stop drinking! It's poisoned! Ah! Oh, I should have known better than to trust a bomb.
It's not poisoned! It's great!
Oh, it
Bum
is!
screams with a persuasion check. So he's convincing him with a 18 that it's great and good for them. It's filled with lots of special orbs and medicinals that'll add years to your life. So said my mom,
Yes.
and I believe her.
Yes, I'm sure Deathroot is just great for the skin.
I'm glad you agree with me. But that's not what
Oh, I do not agree with you. Oh, don't try and trick me. I can smell it.
And the man is like,
Oh.
cheers! Cheers! And they're drinking away.
How many people are in this bar?
Right now, about 10. Including a bum. 11 if you count you.
Right, and I haven't drunk the ale. Has everyone else drunk it? I'd assume so.
Everyone else has.
Oh. Oh, please forgive me for what I am about to do. I am going to start throwing fireballs everywhere. The walls, the ceiling, the patrons. It all must be turned to ash.
Okay. This is built out of oak. It's a nice sturdy wood, but you do it's all an older oak. So you do manage to light it on fire, and everyone runs screaming out of the building. And several big burly town guards come up to you and grab you, one under each arm. What are you doing, Warlock?
I'm trying to save these people from this tyrant. And if they will not listen to reason, then they will listen to force.
This tyrant? Surely you jest. He
A
gives
bum.
free ale!
Oh, you
They
should
look
know
at
that
Bum
everything
and
that
like-
comes free comes with a cost. Fine. Throw me in jail. But you will see by morning. You will see what this tyrant has done.
And Bum comes up and's like, I managed to save a cask. He'll have some and share it with other guards. And they grab the cask and grab you and head off to hold you. And actually, they don't have a full jail
is-
here.
Is
So
is
they,
Benwyn outside the tavern while this is happening?
they just take you over. And Benwyn is indeed outside the tavern. So they take you over to the
Right.
stables.
As he's going past, can I say, as I'm going past, Benwyn, warn them! The ale is poisoned. It is Deathroot. Go, please.
Benwyn, are
I
you
doubt
there?
I'll be much help from where I'm going.
Benwyn? Well, after he complained about internet connection, apparently he got kicked out.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
Oh my.
so on that note, let's take a 5-minute break. So thank you guys for watching the first part of the episode. And we'll be
Righto,
back in
that sounds
just
like a
bit.
good idea. I think